Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for clicking around. It means a lot that you guys keep clicking. If you guys keep clicking, I'll keep making. And today I want to talk about my 5 bold predictions for this upcoming season of Survivor. I think it's a make or break season, and these predictions are the best that I can come up with. Now, I will be alluding to the twists in the season as well as the format of the season, which we already know and I've talked about in this video in the top right corner. So if you haven't checked that video out already, go ahead and then come back to this video. Okay, so my first bold prediction is that we will get a male winner again. I think it's been kind of the string of female winners, and it seems like this new era is really pointing towards a more female dominant way to win the game, a very under the radar, not really playing the game hard, and then maybe kicking it up a notch at the end a teeny tiny bit. And I'd say overall under the radar female players who tend to get to the end and then play up their growth arc, aka like how much they've grown as a person or how much they've changed or gotten better. And I think that's what Maryanne and Erika did. And although that may be the pattern so far, I think we might break the pattern just for this season based off of what the cast is looking like. I haven't looked at 44's cast yet, but maybe that cast is also going to break this pattern. My second bold prediction is that production is actually going to not be bold. Production is going to be very passive. That is my prediction. I feel like after these 2 seasons with the Hourglass and the Do or Die and just going all out and just absolutely failing in epic fashion, just falling on their face with the Jeff talking to the camera, horrible. The 3-Way Idols, horrible. People just hated this. And it's not just super fans, it's also casuals. I feel like after this epic failure, they're going to get very scared and timid and not want to try anything even remotely big like an Hourglass twist, and it's going to lead to them being too passive, not trying anything, which honestly I prefer over them having like a crazy Hourglass or do or die twist, although it's still not what I prefer in general. I'd rather they do things and have fun and come up with good twists, but if that's what it takes to not come up with awful twists, then I'll take it. My third prediction is that we're going to get a more politically balanced cast. Now notice that I said more and not just a politically balanced cast, because of course production is always going to skew it left because they want their stories to be told and not hear out other perspectives. But I think it's going to be more. From what I hear, there's at least one open and very loud Trump supporter on the cast named Ninyeka, if I'm getting it right. And she seems to be already garnering hate, which is a good thing because whoever they hate is probably speaking facts. On top of that, I think I've seen more people give more right-leaning opinions on Twitter from this cast. So I think it's interesting. There are some pretty passionate liberals, as always, on this cast. That's fine, as long as there's passionate conservatives to balance it out. Another thing that makes me hopeful in this department is the fact that the cast is a bit older, and obviously with age, people tend to go more conservative as they don't want to continue to change with the times. Usually at a certain point, you feel like the times have changed too much. It's just the natural progression of political association. And with this cast being older, I think we might get some more conservative ideals. I just want a balance. A balance would be great, even close to a balance, because as much as they push the diversity of race, diversity of gender, diversity of sexual orientation, the biggest diversity is diversity of thought, how you view the world. My fourth bold prediction is that this season, I think, will be either like a top 10, maybe top 15 arguing season, or a bottom 10 season. It seems like a very weird, kooky cast, and I think with that they're gonna gel very interesting with each other, or it's gonna be very boring and it's gonna be like just a pagonging, and it's not gonna be very fun to watch. Sometimes the vibe is just off, kind of similar to in 41, where like the cast was not a bad cast that season, but their vibe was just so negative and it just felt so sad to watch that season. So it just depends on the feeling that this cast has, the vibe that they have with each other. And my final bold prediction is more of a guess. I think that the shot in the dark is going to finally pay off in the season and work. I feel like they went 3 seasons without it ever working. It would be kind of a letdown. I still think that it's great for the show, and just the element that it adds, where the majority has to plan for that, or at least think about it for a second, adds some fun to a boring vote out during the pre-merge and late post-merge. But it's still just like, it's not that fun if it doesn't work in the first few seasons. And so my bold prediction is that it's going to work this season and pay off. But what's your biggest bold prediction for Survivor 43? Let me know down below in the comments. As always, none of this happens without you guys. I'm sure you guys speaking to your microphone. So as always, thank you. And if that's it, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.